My name is Carmen. Today we have a reading for you about somebody who feels like after putting themselves out there romantically and taking a chance expressing their emotions for somebody, that like everything is done, everything is lost. They're being quite dramatic. So I don't know if this is somebody who struggles to deal with you rejecting them, or if it's a close friend who is not bouncing back after dealing with this, but it seems to be like quite the issue. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you are interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members, as well as how to locate my shop on Etsy if you're interested in a homemade soy candle. They smell great, I promise. Let's see what we've got. We'll dive in. I think we're going to go with the Wild Reflections Tarot. What else do we have, please? The Chariot and the Devil in the reverse. So we've got somebody who feels like they don't have time to be in a relationship. There's too much going on. I've been working to make sure that I don't end up with that toxic energy or, getting into an unhealthy connection with somebody. So again, this could be your energy or the person who rejected someone close to you or who rejected you. But this is someone who's like, I really don't have time for a relationship. That's just like how it is. Sorry, not sorry. Tower in the reverse and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. But this Knight of Cups seems to feel like they just need to find the right combination of words, or perhaps the right gift or the right activity for a date, and they would be able to convince this person to take down their walls and let them in. In other words, rejection doesn't seem to really be sinking in for them, and they're unwilling to move along. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I just didn't put enough effort in. I didn't make the right statement, or, I didn't dress in the right clothes. I'm going to try again, and this person can't help but say yes to me the next time. I'm sure of it. So this is a reading about obsession. Seven of Pentacles. I just didn't get the right combination, but if I keep working, I will win this person over, and then we'll be dating. I don't think so. Eight of Cups and the King of Swords in the reverse. The person who has rejected the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups person, this is someone who is not going to change their mind. And if they get like hit on again, they're going to be like irritable about it. Hello, Hooks. How are you doing? Six of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. I don't know. I think that they would actually love to be with me. They just haven't seen the right side of me. I had a little bit of a problem, or I didn't approach it the right way, and that's why I got rejected. But you know what? I think that if I try again, everything will be fine. Well, I'm just appreciative for some normal comments. So thank you, Hooks. NB, I deleted your message because I'm not going to read all that. Rite of passage is an important thing for anybody to go through, but I'm not gonna like interrupt my reading for all that. We have the Lovers and the Five of Swords. We could even have somebody blaming another person for being rejected. Like, gosh, I can't believe that my crush's grandparent would be so rude as to have scheduled a surgery for the night that I wanted to take him to a concert. How rude. I think this person's a bit delusional, to be honest. All right, let's see what else we've got. This is the Noisy Tarot. What else do we have? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles. So we have an exposed nerve. It's not even just that this is somebody who doesn't want to accept that they've been rejected. It's that they're also like insulted, like surprised. How could anybody reject me? Look at everything I've got going on for me. I'm like, you know, the most eligible bachelor or bachelorette this side of the Mississippi. I think this person thinks very highly of themselves, and they think it's only a matter of time before they get what they want, whatever that may be. Hello, Marianne. How are you doing today? Hello, Hannah. Happy Monday. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We keep getting sevens, by the way, so I do feel like we have something to do with the number seven. We had the Chariot, we had the Seven of Wands, we had the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Now we have the Seven of Wands again and the Seven of Cups for the first time. So this person's over here like, oh, well, if they don't love me now, if they don't want to be with me now, that's only like for a bit longer. I'll find a way to convince them. I'll get them to want me. I have a feeling this is somebody who is a little bit spoiled or materialistic. This could be somebody who feels like, you know, once you find out that I drive a particular car, or I live in this neighborhood, or I wear this kind of shoe, like, if you want someone to fall in love with you, be a good person. Being funny is helpful as well. Showering daily, also a good move. But this is someone who feels like the things that they have will help them to like seal the deal. Hello, Neo. Hello, Luke. How are we doing today? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Wands. Come see about me. I know you've already rejected me once, but you might have been, you know, like working with little sleep, or maybe you were drunk. Maybe you're just kind of like every other day a little bit stupid, but I know you're going to eventually want me. I don't like this energy. I'm going to do my best to read on it without making horrible facial expressions, but, you know, I can only do so much. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? Six of Cups. Magician in the reverse. Have you ever tried to date somebody who has a parent or parents that have given them everything they've ever wanted? It's a dead end, okay? If somebody is that spoiled, if somebody doesn't know how to handle rejection because they've always been able to get whatever they want, that person's probably not going to be able to be in a healthy relationship. I don't know. That's just what I would bet my money on. Oh, I hope you slept well. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? That's funny. That's good, Hannah. You know, you might think I don't have a poker face, but sometimes I have a poker face. Just not when I'm reading tarot. We've got the Queen of Swords and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You're like, no, I'm rejecting you today because there's a lot going on. I'm not interested in being in a relationship. And the way that you're handling this rejection makes me want to literally never talk to you again. Because it's showing no respect for what I actually told you. Did you listen to what I said? I have this going on. I'm studying for exams. I'm traveling next month, or maybe I'm moving out of the state. Like, why would I want to date someone when I'm literally going to be moving away? That seems like setting myself up for like heartbreak, right? That's fair. They're just gonna irritate you. And they're over here like, you can't possibly turn me down. Have you seen me? I'm the best. Okay. This is the Connolly Tarot. Thank you for liking and subscribing, by the way. That means a lot to me. What else do we have? Page of Cups in the reverse. Page of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands. So this person who can't handle rejection, what are we calling them? So I guess we could call them the King of Swords in the reverse. I don't know. I feel like maybe the Magician is more appropriate. The Magician in the reverse. Because this is someone who feels like they can control the outcome. They feel like they always get what they want. This Magician in the reverse is like not listening to what your rejection consists of. They're just like, oh, so you're saying someone else? Who is it? Who are you interested in? Who is like my competition? I'll be better. I'll show you that I'm better than them. You just wait. You just wait. It's like they aren't listening to you one bit. No matter what you tell them, they're convinced they have the answer. Like, why even have a conversation at that point? If you're just gonna make it up in your mind as we go. So they're coming back around. You've already rejected them once. They're gonna decide to come back around because they're confident they can convince you to change your mind. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse. Both of these cards can symbolize somebody who is returning after a departure. Hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name because it's in characters, but hi. If I had to guess, is it, no, now I don't know if I have confidence to try to speak a different language. I'm just gonna say hi. We have King of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. This amorous admirer of yours, they're not going to get as far as they think. They think they can just like roll on through and, I don't know, wear something more expensive or invite you to something cooler, more expensive restaurant, or brag about how they just got their new like BMW convertible or something. They feel like they just have to try a little bit harder. Hey, Classified, want to try that again? Only don't be weird. I mean, I like most kind of weird. Luke, my guess was Japanese, but then I was like, why do I feel that way? I have nothing to go off of. And then I was trying to remember, I think in Chinese, maybe Mandarin specifically, it's ni hao, is hello. But then I got like, I started second guessing myself. Sure, classified. We will see. I ain't scared. Hello, daughter of Saturn. How are you doing? So we've got Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hermit, which is also 9. They got no intuition. They just boldly go wherever they want to go, and they expect everyone to like bow and like give them what they want. Konnichiwa. Yes, that's what it is. Hello. How's it going, Mohammed? So the issue here is you're fine with being on your own, or you're not interested in this person. They're convinced that they're competing against somebody and they feel like they're better. So they're not going to give up. Hey, Mohammed, my name is Carmen, if you don't mind calling me that. Six of Swords. You want to, you know, go on a trip. You want to... Oh, Lord. They're just trying to buy your affection. But they literally, it's not even that this person is dishonest, which they probably have a tendency to do. It's that they don't even listen to you. It doesn't matter what you say to this person. They make their own assumptions and then they take action on that. They think they know you. Hello, Jamike. How are you doing? So it's like talking to a wall. They're not going to take in any of the information you actually give them. They're going to make their own assumptions about you. They're going to continue to be delusional because they feel like everyone would want to be with them. Excuse me while I vomit. Seven of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse, and Temperance. It is literally never attractive to assume that everybody wants you. That somebody's rejection of you or disinterest in you is just like playing a game. It's not a good look. Did I say hello to Shayla? Hello. But they're convinced for some reason that you're the right person for them. I say for some reason, not because there's any doubt as to how awesome you are, but because this person has some specific thing that they know about you that they feel is what they deserve in a partner. Maybe you're the most attractive person in town. Maybe someone else is interested in you and they're competitive with it. Maybe what you do for work makes them feel like you would be a good partner, or their parents would approve. This is the Visconti de Moderne. Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, it was hard to see what they're holding, but it's a pentacle. They feel like they just need to spend money and then you'll like them better. Maybe this has worked for them in the past. Maybe it's difficult for them to see that they have to offer more than just like, I don't know, wearing nice clothes, driving an expensive car, and like taking you to a show. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. This is someone who may not have gotten much of an education from people who were being honest with them. Maybe it's just been like kind of, I don't know, like encouraged, right? Hello, Tutu, how are you doing? I hope work goes well for you, Luke. We have Death in the reverse. This is someone who doesn't expect things to end because other people walk away. They feel like if they're interested, they should get a yes. This would be the kind of person who shows up to a restaurant 10 minutes before it's supposed to close and orders a steak medium well. There's like 3 or 4 things wrong with that. Yep. Page of Swords. And the Empress in the reverse. This is someone who hasn't had real unconditional love in their life. They've had probably very wealthy family members who tell them how the world works and that everybody is somebody that you could potentially buy. Two of Pentacles and the Sun in the reverse. Well, they haven't met you yet. Or they haven't encountered someone like you. They're confused because you're uninterested. I'm sorry. Are you blind? Like, how do you not know what I want? Hello, Apurva. Let's not repeat messages. Yes, I do remember you. We have the Ace of Wands, but it's in the reverse. You don't find this person attractive because of their personality and because of their attitude, their entitlement, right? Queen of Swords. Your resistance to this person who doesn't know how to handle rejection only makes them want you more because then they feel like they need to like prove it to themselves. Hello, Pierre. My name is Carmen. They can't handle the rejection because their ego is real heavy, okay? Their ego doesn't fit inside their vehicle. So you rejecting them is pretty difficult for them to accept. Like, I'm better than you. I was doing you a favor by even like offering to take you out. So like, what do you mean no? Do you not know what I'm offering you? Don't you know who I am? Kind of energy. Ew. Hello, Xavier. How are you doing? This is the Dali Tarot. Four of Swords. They're like, give it a little time, and then I'm going to make another offer, and I know it's going to be an offer that you can't refuse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. You see through this person. Maybe other people buy into their BS. Maybe other people are like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Magician. They feel like it's only a matter of time. So no, they're not going to give up and walk away. They're not going to accept that you have too much going on or that you're not interested or that you don't find them attractive. It doesn't matter what you tell them. They're still going to feel like at some point you have to give them a yes. Which to me would only make me that much more likely to say no and run away and block this person. Six of Pentacles. The first card I drew was the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, a sense of loss. This is gain. This is like, what if I do something to sweeten the pot? Who's your favorite artist? Okay, well, I got tickets to that show. What's your favorite brand of shoes? Cool, I bought you 5 of them. I will get you to love me or want me some way. I just need to figure out what you like and then like buy a bunch of that. This isn't gonna work on you. Some of you would just like straight up give back whatever it is that they bought. Or you would decline to go because going to a show is fun if you actually like the people that you're with. They don't like you. You're like a puzzle that they can't figure out. They're frustrated by you. I think I remember who that is, and thank you. You know what? We'll go with the Marseille Cat Tarot, since you're most likely French. What else do we have, please? Oh, I haven't pulled any oracle cards either. Another 2 of Pentacles. The least that you can do is say yes. Look at all the things that I've done. Look at, like, I donated this, or I bought you that, or I went out of my way to get these tickets. Come on, just give me a chance. Don't let somebody pressure you into it. If you know that you're not interested in a relationship, or if you know that this is the kind of person that you would not be able to tolerate, stick to your guns. They're gonna try to do whatever it takes to get you to agree. And I think you are spot on when you assess this person as being a bit self-absorbed or entitled. And for some of you, you could even go so far as to say delusional. This is the type of person who struggles with monogamy. This is the kind of person who can be a little bit indecisive or expect things to always go their way. 8 of Cups. They just don't like that you're able to reject them. They feel like they need to be able to win. Thank you, Apurva. Sorry, I think they're doing like weed eating or something outside. I've added that for you. Thank you, Apurva. Did you say soon? Thank you, Shayla. Is my future spouse older than me? I've added that for you. Hello, Ryder. Let's get a few from the fairy Lenormand. I think loyalty comes in several different shades. I think there's the kind of loyalty that happens because people feel like they're stuck or they have to be loyal. Like the kind of loyalty you might feel for a boss. You may not want to be their best friend, but you don't want to lose your job, that kind of thing, or to one's family, right? I have a lot. It's a little bit of a problem. And then there's like, this is a bookshelf right here that has more. And then there's, I don't know, like maybe 20 around me. It's ridiculous. No, I don't use the tarot for myself. It's not meant for that. When I bless my cards, I specifically say that I want messages for my collective's highest and best good. That excludes me. So we have the coffin. and the birds. Big reason for this person to keep working on you and not being willing to accept no for an answer is because of their ego. They don't want people to talk about the fact that little old you rejected them. So right out the gate, they're already coming through as somebody who thinks that they're better than you. And they feel like it's absurd that you would choose to either be alone or even be with somebody else instead of you, or instead of them. So you're mysterious, and the reason that you've given for not being interested is very frustrating for them. They don't know how to handle it. This is the Earth and Bones Oracle. What else do we have, please? Shadow, number 37. Wholeness, integration, repressed emotions, and mystery. There's something about this person not being able to handle rejection because of the issues they've had or the trauma perhaps they've gone through. The interactions they've had with family that doesn't seem to really have that unconditional love thing. So part of the reason they don't understand you is because you handle things with grace and you don't need that external validation. Hello, Nicole. How are you doing? Yeah, prosperity, number 17, wealth, contentment, success, achievements, and abundance. So they feel like entitled, or they expect you to give in or say yes because of what they have. They don't realize that you have standards. All right, let's dive into personal questions. This is the OG or the Rider-Waite. For Apurva, what are Animal's current feelings for Apurva, please? King of Wands, Seven of Swords in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some indecisive energy here. One day it's like, I want to walk away, I want to be free of this, and the next day it's like, I can't stop thinking about what you're getting into. So I do feel like there's a chance this is somebody who likes to look for what's going on either via social media or talking to people who may know you. Hello, James. How are you doing? Have a good day, Pierre. So the biggest thing that's coming through is this is someone who's interested in you, but it is like inconsistent. There are distractions or frustrations that get in the way. Will he contact Apurva? Yes. I feel like this is one of those things where he goes to make a call or type up a text message and then deletes it. But I feel like within the next 3 weeks, this is going to actually materialize into a communication. So that's good. Let's see what we've got for Shayla. Hello, Laura. How are you doing today? Hello, Sabrina. For Shayla, we have, is my future spouse older than me? No. Your future spouse is pretty close in age to you. However, keep in mind there are multiple paths. There's not just one person that you could potentially end up with. The person at this time that you are most likely to end up with is just somewhat younger than you. Not like 5 years younger than you, but maybe like 5 months, right? There is potentially, there is a path where you could potentially end up with somebody who is older than you, but it's a less likely path. In part because this person who you could potentially end up with, but it's a smaller likelihood, this person is a bit of a hermit, doesn't really like to get to know people. Oh, thank you for the tip, Laura. Let me know if you have a question. You're welcome, Apurva. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Laura. All right, y'all, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Toodles.